Welcome to Take Me to the River's YouTube channel. I'm Martin Shore, producer, director of Take Me to the River, a movement of social consciousness. Please come to our YouTube channel, subscribe, tell your friends and family, come often as we continue to provide live music and featured musicians from Memphis, New Orleans, and around the world. Today we have a special interview with DJ extraordinaire from JazzFM Toronto, Ronnie Littlejohn, that he conducted with me a week ago. And we took that interview and put it together with some stills of the film and some snippets of the record. Now remember, you can still see Take Me to the River, New Orleans in theaters around the country, opening in San Francisco on June 4th, and in Berkeley June 3rd, and in Sebastopol on June 10th. Each of these are multiple day runs. Also, remember, our digital release is out. Download or stream wherever you consume your music. Our special collector's double LP box set with a coffee table book is being released and available tomorrow. They are going really fast, I'm told. So order through Amazon or any particular of your local music record stores. Support your independent record stores. Go buy it there if you can. Well, we'll be back in just a few, but enjoy an interview with DJ Ronnie Littlejohn.
So I got to speak with director, music producer Martin Shore about his brand new film, Take Me to the River. This is a mind-blowing documentary, folks, and I had tears in my eyes, I'll be honest, a couple times. Very moving in every way. And this is my conversation with Martin Shore right here. I hope you dig it.
Ronnie.
You're a busy man.
That's for sure. But glad to hear your voice is back. It's cool. I like listening to it.
Hey, listen, congratulations on your film, man. It's spectacular. You directed the film, right?
Yeah.
But you also produced the music and the soundtrack as well, right?
Yes.
That must have been quite an undertaking, I would imagine.
Yeah, and I had help. I mean, I had a good team. We had other producers. It's a lot to do, to direct and produce and to make sure people are comfortable. That's really our main job.
Yeah.
If we don't accomplish that, then nothing's going to go right.
First of all, when did you start filming this documentary?
It was really 3 years of a lot of active work, and then the pandemic came and kind of went into like finishing, start, stop. And I didn't want to not have the opportunity for this to be in theaters. It just was, waiting for that time where you felt, that theaters and the possibility of it being, somewhat normal came back, and, it was worth the wait, to be honest with you. It was.
The timing of this film, when you started it, you could have never imagined how it would have ended, because your film obviously ended, and it wasn't in your control, differently than you originally planned. But you capture these moments, man, where I have to admit I had a little something in my eye. So that session with the Neville brothers, is it safe to say that was the last recording session that they ever did?
Yes, and last performance.
Wow. So how did that happen? You said, guys, were you thinking in the back of your head, okay, I'm going to be a little sneaky here and hopefully you just have some instruments laying around and if something happens, great, we'll be rolling? It
was planned as much as we could plan it. The theory was we knew Aaron was going to be in town for Jazz Fest, and we knew Charles was going to be in town for Jazz Fest. So we started off as an Aaron session. Charles is just so affable and friendly
And he's like, oh, well, yeah, I'll come over and say hi, you know? And Cyril had been active on other sessions and was really into the project at the time. And so he's like, oh, Aaron and Charles are there? Well, I'll roll by, play, you know, maybe I'll play some percussion or something. Organically, those three came, you know, like I said, it was an Aaron session. You see the Aaron session up front. And it was all up to Ian getting his dad out. When Art came over, he really didn't think he was going to play. It shows in the film. Yeah. He's just like, well, I was just coming over here to say hi, you know, and they twisted his arm. It didn't take much, and the session was born. I think it would have been really hard for Art to stay to know I'm not playing. He had a really touching moment with the sons playing with their dads, and George Porter Jr. there saying, this is something, this is great.
You really captured the human side of these folks, Martin, in this movie, Take Me to the River. And then it brings me to this. That was a last chapter in a way. But then Snoop Dogg, how does he get involved with doing an Alan Toussaint song? And it's absolutely perfect.
Well, a lot of people don't associate Snoop to New Orleans and Louisiana, but when he escaped death row, Master P was the one who took him under his wing. Snoop came and lived in Baton Rouge and recorded in New Orleans, and he's from Macomb, Mississippi. He has deep roots to Louisiana. I mean, his connection is deep with New Orleans. Pairing him up with G-Eazy, which is a newer rapper who cut his teeth in New Orleans, and William Bell's connection is Alan Toussaint, and he went into the military together. And actually, William's second record was produced by Alan. They were deeply good friends. We were all set to have Alan in the film, and tragically, he passed when he was overseas. We really want to do something out of the box, but a real tribute, something really special.
Yeah. So when those guys are writing their lyrics in the film, I mean, it looks like they're just saying, "Okay, we're gonna step up to the mic in maybe half an hour, an hour." Is that how much time they spend coming up with these lyrics?
Yeah, I mean, I've worked with a lot of rappers, and their process is really amazing. And I think to a certain degree, you know, people ask, well, how did some of these, you know, old school musicians take to rappers, this mixing of cultures and generations? And when they see what rappers do, when they come into the room and they can write their verse, really perform on the spot. They just listen to what's going on, and it comes out. So yeah, that's a very real and natural take on a rapper's process. Snoop really, he takes a little bit longer, but still super fast. But he wants to feel it. He wants to feel the music, and then